Anybody who grew up around the Vietnam War remembers this. It's a powerful herbicide that the U.S. military used during the Vietnam War. It's made its way into the waterway of a New Jersey river. Seriously. Officials are now spraying a cleanup that could cost billions of dollars. RT's Trinity Chavez reports from Newark for us.
Over 50 years ago, the herbicide Agent Orange was manufactured alongside the banks of the Passiac River. But the chemicals from the factory floors drained into the waterways, causing a toxic mud. Now, over a half a century later, Agent Orange is still a major problem in this neighborhood. Agent Orange, a defoliant used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War to clear the forest of leaves, trees, and crops. The program, codenamed Operation Ranch Hand, sprayed more than 19 million gallons of various herbicides over Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos from 1961 to 1971, exposing millions of people to toxic fumes. Agent Orange was later proven to cause serious health issues, including cancer, birth defects, rashes, severe psychological and neurological problems. And now, more than 50 years later, the chemical defoliant Agent Orange is now at the bottom of the Passiac River and buried under Newark.
The production of Agent Orange on the banks of the Passiac River really led to wholesale dumping into the river. So that company for many years dumped their byproducts of the production of Agent Orange directly into the river. They actually had pipes that flowed directly into the river from their byproducts.
And over the years, industrialization has led to more pollution, the EPA classifying the area as a Superfund site because metals, pesticides, and other toxic chemicals were found in the river, including dioxin, possibly the most toxic of contaminants and a byproduct of Agent Orange.
Which is a very carcinogenic chemical compound. In very small amounts can cause cancer and affect fish and bird species and ultimately humans who consume those fish species.
Now the EPA has mandated a cleanup plan that would cost between $1.3 and $1.8 billion and remove 4 to 6 million cubic yards of sediment.
They're designing what the cleanup will look like, the dredging that will have to happen, how they will treat and dewater the sediment that's removed from the river. So they're designing really nuts to bolts what the cleanup will look like for the lower 8 miles.
The Diamond Alkali Company, now split into Maxis Energy Corporation, being held accountable for much of the pollution. Meanwhile, Argentinian state oil company YPF took over the Agent Orange site in 1995 as a part of its acquisition of Maxis Energy Corporation, an oil and gas company. And in recent years, YPF sold off Maxis's oil and gas holdings, putting the company in bankruptcy in 2016. YPF said it isn't responsible for the cost of the cleanup, and its bankrupt subsidiary doesn't have any money to pay for it. However, Batista is hopeful the companies involved will pay.
Unlike in other Superfund sites where you only have one company that is liable, and so if they can't pay, the whole thing falls apart. In this case, we have 40, 50, 60 responsible parties, all Fortune 500 companies. So I expect that even with bankruptcy challenges or efforts to try to evade some of the cleanup liability, that ultimately there are companies that are viable that will pay towards the cleanup of the river.
Now there's over 100 companies that are currently involved in a legal dispute over what portion of the pollution they're responsible for, and therefore how much of the bill they'll be left with. Reporting in Newark, New Jersey, Trinity Chavez, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.